Ladies and gentlemen, I do know this story is a few days old, July the 28th to be precise, but you know I had some technical and it turns out very hardware specific issues with my PC that I have had since 2020. I figured it out over the weekend. Thermal paste, all gone, kaput, nada. Which is why things like Adobe Premiere Pro was throttling every time I tried to do something. And also my PC was blowing out a lot of hot heat, not due to the AI babe creations I was conjuring up in my mad dungeon. But here we go, folks. Light of Materum. I made a video about this roughly 8 months ago. And guess what? Sony, the people behind Horizon Zero Dawn, which, let's face it, after the sequel, is pretty much a dead game at this stage because they decided to make Aloy gay and overweight, are now suing Tencent, the people behind Light of Materum, the Horizon Zero Dawn ripoff. And I honestly think Sony are reaching here because they can't win. And I will get into that, folks, right after these opening titles.
Right?
And it pains me to say, folks, but I have to do a reaction here from IGN and Rebecca Ducky Valentine herself. But let's have a read to see what she says here. Sony is suing Tencent, alleging its upcoming game, Light of Materum, is a slavish clone of Sony Entertainment's Horizon series of video games. The complaint, which was filed in a California court last week, alleges that Tencent's upcoming adventure game, Light of Materum, is illegally similar to Horizon, West and Zero, in everything from creature design to protagonist to marketing materials. The complaint outlines numerous similarities comparing various marketing screenshots for both games as well as the game descriptions. Like Horizon, Light of Materum takes place in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by giant robot dinosaurs who roam large natural environments such as tropical forests, deserts and snowy mountains, blah blah blah, you get the drift. They even talk about the earpiece that is similar to Aloy's, but they don't actually talk about, well, they being Rebecca Valentine, doesn't talk about the fact that Light of Materium's female protagonist is younger and somewhat more attractive, shall we say, to the human eye. Again, if you're a gooner, you'll probably appreciate that more than I would. The complaint also cites headlines from a number of gaming websites, including Kotaku. Are you kidding me? Come on, Rebecca. We know you side with those people so much. The Gamer and Game Rant. Oh, it's so funny those specific game sites are called out by her because obviously the Gamer has Stacey Henley, the man who can't decide if he's actually a woman or really something else. So again, all activist websites, who actually cares at this stage? Various Steam and Reddit comments that all remark on the similarities. Well, listen, I think really Tencent have nothing to worry about. I can't even believe I am sticking up for them in this instance, but what we'll do, folks, I found the video that shows a side-by-side comparison with said games, and then we'll see for ourselves which is the one you want to spend money on. But I do have a couple of caveats perhaps with Light of Materum that I'll get into, and thanks to this particular channel here, Safari Games, let's have a look at the side-by-side comparisons. I'm not going to go through all of it, it's nearly 10 minutes long, but you get the drift. So this is Light of Materum, obviously. I mean, the combat is alright, it's nothing earth-shattering. It probably makes slight tweaks and improvements to Horizon Zero Dawn and West. But I've got to say, Aloy just moves around really clumsily at the moment.
Save time.
Yeah,
creating
thanks, man.
content and
Thanks,
generate
11
high
Labs.
quality-
Thanks for crashing this. Thank you so much. I will say with Materum, the actual environments look a lot more spectacular, really what you would expect to find in the game that's futuristic. But whereas with Sony's efforts, and this is Forbidden West, where Aloy packs on all that weight, and I'm sorry again, my actual camera, oh my god, maybe then again, folks, I'm glad my setting here is blocking Aloy's face. And here we actually have more exclusive lighter Materum gameplay from 4 months ago. Let's have a quick look at this. Wow, man, my internet is up the wazoo today. Now, tell you what, guys, while I'm actually reacting to this 4K footage from Light on Materum, I will say this. The Chinese, and shall we say Far East Asia, have ripped off Western designs for years, decades at this point. I mean, Elon Musk's Tesla, the Chinese have BYD, right? Build your dream. And people love that because it's infinitely cheaper than Mr. Musk's overpriced behemoth out there. And look, you can take any kind of design, do a few tweaks. Yes, it will look similar to the product that people are familiar with, but is it a reason to get sued? Well, look, we had Pac-World, right, or Pal-World, and that was shut down by Nintendo, wasn't it? So again, with this one, Tencent are such a huge company. I would say they're way bigger than Sony at this stage, and I'm pretty sure they actually knew going into this that Sony might eventually take action because people are making so many comparisons. But what you're seeing here is all cutscenes, right, folks? Or rather, preview, build, play for the game. But the thing is, when I mentioned cutscenes just now, I meant there's no dialogue. Who are the other characters? This particular character here, does she interact with anybody? Is it just going from point A to point B, doing all these quests? So, apart from the Tides of Annihilation, which I can't wait to see and play, well, I'll say in that game's case, you shoot. Well, I mean, you already know you've got a voice cast there because we've seen the interactions between Mordred and Gwendolyn, right, and the other characters that we do see in that brief moment of gameplay footage that we have seen, and it looks fantastic. So that looks like a real contender for something like, say, Final Fantasy, the series. And from what I can tell, it doesn't rip off anything unbeknownst to me, but you never know with that game. But I don't think Tides of Annihilation has anything to worry about at this stage. With this one, again, Tencent being sued by Sony, I find it both hilarious and fascinating. I mean, wouldn't it be just even more hysterical if the company behind this ripoff, shall we say, then decides to do their own version of Uncharted? And guess what? Sony and Naughty Dog are going to go after them. In fact, if any Asian video game developer is watching this video, go ahead and do a brand new series of Uncharted style games. I'll go and buy them up in a heartbeat. I think it's absolutely hilarious. And I just want to go back to the article quickly from IGN to see if there's anything else that I have actually missed here. La-di-da-di-da. The commonalities with Horizon disclosed in the Lighter Materum promotional game trailer and other such materials. Gosh, Rebecca Valentine loves to over-repeat words, doesn't she? May not only show that they're identical story and gameplay themes, cultural and character elements. Well, wait a minute, cultural. I mean, the protagonist for Lighter Materum is definitely not the same as Aloy, who's a redhead. This chick has got red hair in her, but she looks completely different, and she's obviously a lot younger and keeping a lot more fit in those apocalyptic environments, right? Sony is suing Tencent for copyright and trademark infringement, as well as false designation of origin. It's asking the court to forbid Tencent from infringing its copyright for costs and damages of up to $150,000 for each separate work in Horizon that's been infringed, and demand that Tencent deliver all infringing materials to Sony for destruction. Oh my, that is hilarious. Meanwhile, Light on Materum has a Steam listing, but as of now, no release date. Wow, holy shit, 135 in the top wish lists, in wishlist activity, and followers nearly 25,000. This is on SteamDB. So for a game that is mired in controversy, because let's face it folks, and I've got to reiterate it again, China has been ripping off Western designs for years. So I think good luck, Sony. I think you actually deserve to get this kicked in your nuts, because as a video game company now, you're absolutely not the same people you used to be over 15 years ago. And you're allowing yourselves to be overrun by activists like Neil Druckmann, who ought to know better than still have a job and be employed by yourselves. But on that one, ladies and gentlemen, and I've got to say, very fascinating. I'll be keeping a close eye on this to see how it all transpires. If you ended up enjoying this video today, make sure you give it a like below, smash that subscribe button, and if I were you and if you were me, you should definitely return for the next video.
Like and subscribe, or get your nuts Krogan crushed on Kung Fu Hot Dog.